Hello there, today on the channel I'm taking you for a look around the 5-star Culloden Estate and Spa here in County Down. Now, I don't get paid for these reviews, I don't take freebies or comps. That way I know you're going to get an authentic, honest opinion of everything this resort has to offer. Now, first thing to say, it's obviously in a beautiful location, idyllically situated right here on the shores of Belfast Lough at the foot of the County Down Hill. So it's an absolutely beautiful location, and the building itself, well, you can see from behind me that this is really Northern Ireland history at its best. The building goes back to 1876. It was originally built for the Church of Ireland, but it passed hands in the 60s to become a hotel, and since then, well, it's been built up and onto. It's got great restaurants, it's got a wonderful spa that we're going to be visiting as well. And on this video, we'll find out whether or not it lives up to its 5-star reputation, the Culloden, or whether or not we paid over the odds for it. And we'll get to all that at the end of the video. And as always, if this video is any use to you, please like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon as well so you never miss another video again from this channel. For now, let's go in, take a nosy around the Culloden Estate and Spa in County Down. Okay, this is the 5-star spa. Now, this is the entrance from the outside, or of course you can access this through the hotel. Inside you'll find the saunas, the steam rooms, the affinity pool right here, which overlooks the garden, and of course that huge pool with the big glass dome above it, with all that natural, beautiful daylight gushing in. You can get treatments in here. There's also an aesthetics clinic and a small gym as well. So this is the spa at the Culloden, and you can use this as a day spa. You don't have to be staying at the resort, and for a charge you can come along here and use it yourself.
Oh, is lovely. It's nice and relaxing. I love that music.
Yeah, it's
It's
like piano,
very chill. Yeah.
piano versions
It
of
would
normal
almost
songs.
make you want to go to sleep, and I get the vibe. It's lovely. Like, it's really, really nice. I love the fact that there's a bar
Yeah, right beside the pool.
just up here, and you can buy drinks. You can put them on your room if
Yeah.
you're staying, and they give you little plastic cups to bring them right down beside the pool.
Hot tub too hot, was it?
No, the hot tub is lovely. It's just a really hot day here for a change.
Yeah.
It's not normally. And the sun is coming right in through the window.
Yeah, it's a wee heat trap, and that's the thing about
It's
this.
gorgeous.
If you're after a dark spa, this isn't it.
No.
You know what I mean?
And
It's quite the
especially with
opposite.
this
There's this
part
natural
in the middle.
daylight coming right in here.
It's
Which is the way
lovely.
it's been designed, so it's to be bright and light and open, isn't it? Yeah.
It's lovely. And these beds are really comfy, and actually there's quite a lot, because you find in some spas that you go to,
Yeah, there's only
They're
like
sparse,
2. They don't want
yeah.
people lying around, but the whole
they want
purpose
you
of this
in
is...
the water. They want you, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's nice that it's included in your stay here. Would I come just for the spa? I don't think so. But the fact that it comes with the hotel stay and it's free with your hotel stay, then I think it's a really good touch, yeah. It's good.
So this is sauna.
Yeah, I'm not going to emphasize.
Is anyone in?
Big.
Oh, is there anyone in?
No,
Nothing?
not that I can see.
Wow. It's huge and really, really hot. Now they threw water onto the coals. Wasn't planning on it. Another big window looking outside over the garden. My worst fear about being trapped in a place like this, you see, that's, can you imagine?
Steamy hot.
Wow. Oh my God, that's, yeah, I think that's about 3 times warmer than the sauna. Oh, I hate that heat even more. Yeah. And you've got showers here on either side. Nice. You can get sandwiches, teas, coffees, and alcoholic drinks here as well, yeah? The whole lot.
Tea, coffee. Yeah, I think the alcoholic drinks are just one I like select range of spirits.
Yeah.
Beers, pillar, cocktails.
This is the men's changing area. Spacious again, just a little bit probably on the dated side. The lockers don't seem to really work. Some of them have members' names on them, and the rest are available to use, but there's practically no one here. So I feel that your stuff's probably rather safe, with the exception of the fact that this door is wedged open today. Now, it is a really warm day. Fire extinguisher hold the door up, and there's this sort of little back area here. Doesn't look like there's access really, for anyone around here. But probably not overly ideal. But there's times for
But there is
children's times.
times. So there's,
Well, that's good to know for
yeah,
kids.
there's 2 different times.
Yeah, they
It's good.
are.
And like Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5. Wow.
Yeah.
You know, if you booked here to come for a relaxing spa,
There's kids
getaway,
jumping around the pool.
and even
Yeah.
though I have kids,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too impressed.
You should probably you'd be better knowing that, wouldn't you?
Oh, so this is the availability they have. So for like today, tomorrow's fully booked, unfortunately. And then Monday they've got kind of.
Okay.
So today actually I probably could have fitted in for something.
You probably could have.
2 o'clock. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't say prices on any of this stuff though, does it? But we will find out the prices and let you know at the end of the video, won't we?
We love the fact that also our room, you don't have to walk through a lobby or you don't have to walk through the reception area to get to the spa. That's a big hate of yours, especially in a robe and them silly little cups that you get.
You're drenched walking through, yeah.
It's wet, so at least.
So we're on the 4th floor, aren't we? Yeah.
We're on the 4th floor. Lovely.
Yeah, and this one should be easy for you to understand as well because it just actually says lobby and we're on lobby level.
Yeah.
So there's a half floor here. Do you see this?
Yeah.
There's a half floor. So I think the 2 sides of the hotel are uneven.
Yeah, must be.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can't go anywhere.
Right.
And this is so handy.
Yeah. So our room is straight where? Here.
Literally here.
Handy.
And nobody gets to see you.
Okay, so look inside room 403 on the 4th floor, but it is lobby level. It's hard to explain, but the hotel is kind of a little bit disjointed. It's obviously very old, sort of 19th century setup, and then they've added on bits and built bits on in recent years. So there are some of the parts of the hotel have 9 floors, other parts like this one has 4 floors, so there's 3 below this, including the spa and the pool. Okay, so this is just a basic classic room that we'll show you around here at the Culloden. Of the almost 100 rooms, there's also deluxe rooms, junior suites, executive suites, and there's a grand presidential suite as well. So this is really as basic as it comes. Did you book a deluxe room?
Deluxe room garden view.
Yeah, but I think this is the problem. So this is not, if this is the garden, right? So we did ask for a garden view,
Well, we didn't
right?
ask, that's what we put.
Oh, okay. No, what did we ask for? So no, I emailed and asked for a sea view, and you can see maybe just about in the distance there, the sea. Does that qualify as a sea view in between the trees? I don't think it really does, to be honest. But they said there wasn't a sea view available, but they would try to give us a garden view. You're saying we booked a garden view? Well,
The garden view was booked on the website.
is this a garden view? Is this a garden view? This looks more like the top of the swimming pool and the car park. To be fair, go.
We got early check-in.
We did get early check-in, so that's what I'm saying. Maybe they instead
Yeah.
of the view, they switched it out for a room that was available quicker. So we're fine with that. We're not complaining.
We're not complaining.
Right, okay.
It's big.
It is big.
Spacious.
Right, let's take a look around then the room and see what we can see. Obviously, huge king bed, very spongy or bouncy or soft, whatever word you want to use.
Right.
It's comfortable anyway. 2 bedside tables, one on either side. Plenty of little sort of lights for reading, things like that. You can control basically the lights for the entire room from the side of the bed. The one thing we've noticed, there doesn't seem to be any USB connections for your phone, or plugs at all. Like, surely there has to be some plugs down here somewhere, but there's nothing obvious here. And again, that sort of lends to this hotel just being old, and probably a lot of those more recent things they just don't have. Like even these power outlets, most modern hotels now, certainly 5-star hotels, would have USB connections in there for phone chargers and things like that, but this one doesn't. Nor does it have a fridge, does it?
Nope.
We've had a look in all these cupboards. There's no fridge, but I think some of the bigger, more superior rooms do have fridges and balconies and things like that. And again, if you know where this hotel is located, you'll know that there could potentially be beautiful views of Belfast Lough, especially on a day like that. But we're just not being able to see it and show you that from here, unfortunately. There's a sort of lounge they have here, bit of a settee, a chair in the corner, another corner light. And look, they left us complimentary bottle of coconut Bacardi. And no, they didn't. We brought that. Those are their glasses though, aren't they? Yeah.
The 2.
Yeah. Those are Artato and Hastings hotel water. Is that a radio in there? There's a radio alarm clock there as well, in the corner. Has that got a USB connection on it? No. Down here, there's some connections, but they again look really old. HDMI 1 and audio. It looks like maybe for plugging into like laptops, or when people like 15, 20 years ago would come with their computer on business, you know. So you can tell that, yeah, it's an old hotel and you get that, but there are parts of the room that are very outdated. Look up here at this old sort of air conditioning unit here. I mean, again, that's kind of old school. It's not piped in. I think we're in the old part of the building as well, aren't we?
Actually, to be fair, location-wise, for me, I'm happy with.
Yeah, because it's close to the lobby and it was close to the
lobby, it's close to the spa, it's close to the bar.
I mean, it's probably the closest room to the actual amenities, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
So that doesn't bother me.
So we're okay with it. I think if you were here for a couple of nights, you'd probably want to see what can I get a better view, can I get a better room? Although, say you are staying in the old part here, the original part, the sort of the castle part that you see from the outside. There's been a whole lot more built onto this over the years. Right, you got a kettle here, some biscuits, some branded mugs, which no doubt you take those with you. You pay for them. There's nothing else really along here at all. There's a big kind of vanity area. You're not going to be able to do your makeup with this lighting.
Disaster.
I mean, again, that's the lighting at full.
It's not even that. The mirrors they're dark mirrors. I've tried everything. I put a torch in. Like, all the mirrors are dark mirrors. They're not proper mirrors.
Okay.
You'd almost swear they were like watching you from the other side.
Yeah, it is like one of those ones you see in airport security. There's this huge plasma TV on the wall as well. I haven't turned that on yet, but it's a decent size. Two big double wardrobes here, which we've got our stuff in for the show up tonight. Oh, I pulled the cover off the ironing board. There is an ironing board in there. Sort that out later. And then a safe up here, some more hangers. I assume that's a hairdryer in there. Also what you would expect really from a 5-star hotel. There's a couple of robes as well, our dressing gowns for the spa. There's just not a fridge. That's really the only thing I'd say this sort of room is missing that you might expect, is the sort of the more modern sort of connections for mobile phones and a fridge as well, yeah. And just before we show you the bathroom, my usual finger along the skirting board test. That's usually a good way to see how clean it is. And yeah, there's nothing coming back there at all. Even in the little more harder to reach nooks and crannies, everything looks clean and tidy. The carpet is clean. There's no marks or scuffs really worth reporting at all here. I mean, it is well presented room. There's no doubt about that. I just think the bathroom looks a little bit sort of 10, 15 years ago. You don't mind it as much, do you?
No, I quite like it.
You like it?
I think if there was a really modern bathroom with a not so modern room,
yeah,
it maybe would look a bit odd. So I think I get that, like, they've tried.
It's kind of old. It's sort of it's they've tried to sort of make it more modern, but also it's keep like old school. Especially with you can tell with the taps and the basin and the things like that it's kind of got that older feel to that kind of classic feel. Although it is much like how much significantly brighter it is than the room.
Yeah, no,
you see that? So you could do your makeup there, you know, but there's nowhere to sit. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look in. So I mentioned you've got your big sink. Again, these kind of classic taps. I'm going to let that run because we're having a problem trying to get the hot water on in the shower. It's just running continually cold. What? Yeah?
not let that run.
Not let the hot water run?
Because if you steam the mirror in the bathroom.
Oh, it could be the end of the world, right? Okay. Oh, right, in here you've got, see, this is Brave, not attached to the wall. They must have very trusting guests here. So they've got their body lotion and hand wash there. And again, the conditioner, shampoo and things are not attached to the wall. So how high quality these are, or whether they bank on them, occasionally disappear, and I don't know.
But have you snapped it?
Are they any good?
That Espa is, I rate by a hand wash. Try that hand wash. Stunning.
Is it good? Yeah.
Oh,
So is it not even more surprising then that they
so lovely.
haven't got it nailed down?
Absolutely gorgeous.
All right. What does this switch do? I'm going to turn that on. There's a switch here to turn on. Maybe that's hot water. Maybe there's a hot water switch in here. I'm going to keep that on because like what else could that do? It doesn't bring any lights on around the mirror. So we'll leave that on. There's your shavers in here, which again, no one ever uses. They're about as useful as a Bible in a hotel room these days. Then you've got your bath, which is all right. It's a bit probably narrow for me, but seems deep. And again, you can tell by the taps there, there's kind of that old school kind of vintage look to it. And you've got a body shower and the overhead shower up here as well. And then I'm just going to close over the door because there's not a lot of room in here. You can see our robes are over the dryer there. You've got your loo, your toilet rolls, and then you've got another big mirror here to look at yourself from all angles. There we go. Again, that just sort of creates the illusion that this small bathroom is maybe a little bit bigger than it is. This opens out there. So with that open out like that and the door opening like, yeah, you can see how that could be an issue. Right, I think that is probably it. That's the bathroom. Decent enough, clean, again, tidy, smells good in here. And the room, pretty decent too as well. We don't really have a lot else to say about that. We're just complaining about the hot water's not working. And so far we haven't found anything else that we would fault. Pillows, are they hard or soft? Ah,
They're always soft.
they're always soft. So my big fat head just goes into that because my head's so heavy, and then I wake up like with a sore neck. So I need like probably that then to prop me up. You'll find all these huge sculptures around the grounds of the Culloden. This one's called Ninth Life, and it was gifted from the Arts Council of Northern Ireland back in the 90s. So a lot of these fun photo spots around as well. Here's another piece of art. This one's called Harmony Solo. This one by Patrick O'Reilly's called Minding His Own Business. And there he is, a boy minding his own business. Is he a bear? A pig? Don't know. You can leave below in the comments what you think he is. This boy is a bigger version of whatever the other one was. He's called Lost in Reverie. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Car parking's great at the Culloden. They've got this huge space right here just beside the hotel. It's free to use, and anytime I've been here, it's never that busy. There's always plenty of spots close to the door. You're not having to go on a big hike. The main Belfast to Bangor road is running just alongside the other side of this hedge, and whilst that does create a little bit of noise here, most of the hotel rooms are at the other side of the property, so that shouldn't be a problem. And it does mean that getting here is convenient. It's about a 10-minute jaunt from Belfast and about 10 minutes the other way on to Bangor. So great location. If you're coming from public transport, the bus runs along right outside this door, as does the train. It's just on the other side of the hotel. Nearest train stop is Culloden, and that's about a 10-minute dander from where I'm standing right now. Now, later on tonight, I'll be taking you down to an award show I'm at the Stewart Suite, one of the big conference rooms they've got here where they have all kinds of award shows and ceremonies. You can, of course, get married here. So we'll be heading down into the Stewart Suite later. This is the main building here. This is the old kind of 1800s building right here. And this is the car park where I'm at again. And you can see there's some electric charging points they've got here as well for electric car owners. I've been lucky enough to get a beautiful day here for filming in the Culloden Estate and Spa. Usually in Northern Ireland, well, you can expect probably rain, but today it's played ball. And that makes it really good to get out here and enjoy some of what the actual hotel has to offer on the outside. Very often you'll think about the spa and the great restaurants inside that hotel, but the actual grounds of this place are beautiful. I mentioned the County Down Hills, just situated. In fact, I'll spin up and you can see we're walking down the hill. And as you walk down the hill, then you come right down to where the shoreline is here, and you can see in the distance Belfast Lough with Carrickfergus and Newton Abbey at the other side of the lough. It's absolutely beautiful up here just to take it all in, and maybe even just walk around some of the trails and take in some of the beauty this place has to offer. Do not look past this little gem. Also within the 12 acres of the estate, you'll find the Culloden Inn. This is a traditional little Irish pub and bistro right down here, sitting just separately from the hotel, just a 2-minute walk down the path here, and it's absolutely beautiful. The food is delicious. They've got live Irish music in here in the evenings from 8 through to 11 o'clock, and this is certainly one to catch a bit of lunch or dinner in. And on a day like today, as you can see, they've got this outside dining area here with a little bar and some really nice relaxing music playing. And just out here on the lawn, it is absolutely beautiful today. So a lot of the hotel's rooms are going to be situated in this block here. And right here I found this little cottage called Honeysuckle Cottage. And it looks like maybe an old sort of gatehouse. Doesn't look like it's probably being used for anything at the moment. But it's very pretty, albeit a little bit kind of overgrown. But I'm sure there's a little bit of history to be told from over the years down in this place here. And just here, by the way, where you see these two doors, these are the Honeysuckle apartments. These are 2 duplex style, actual full serviced apartments with 2 bedrooms in each one that you can avail of if you want a little bit of sort of more quiet, personal time, chilled out from the rest of the sort of the hotel. This is a good call. Now, the first thing you'll come to when you walk in through the lobby is the drawing room. And this again would have just originally been a classic front sitting room of the castle part of this building. All these huge portraits around, these nice chairs to lounge in. People can do afternoon tea here. And it's all very chilled out. Through here, we'll head next, and that's going to be the Lough Bar. So this is the Lough Bar. It's like a big posh throwback living room right at the front of the hotel, just off the lobby. And just look how gorgeous and relaxing and chilled out this looks. All these old portraits, great view out over Belfast Lough right here. And if we just go next door, I can hear a piano playing. It's not piano music, it's an actual pianist they've got right here. They've got another sit-down fancy dining restaurant right here. It's not open at the minute. This one's called Vespers. And then you can come outside from the Lough Bar to this area here. And on a nice day like today, it'd be beautiful here. You're overlooking Belfast Lough in the background, down the hill towards the shore there. And they've got some tables and seating down here where you can just relax and chill out. And it sort of extends that really relaxed vibe they have on the inside out here onto the outside patio at the back of the hotel. You gotta check out this huge staircase just off the lobby. This is absolutely magnificent. It's a proper mansion-like staircase. Look at the size of that mirror, the candlesticks, but also this huge stained glass window from like roof to floor is absolutely magnificent. So a lot of the tower suites are up this grand staircase, Abercorn, Blackwood, Craigavon and Dufferin. And again, more of this great stained glass windows going on along this corridor. So we're very much in the old part of the hotel here. You can see some more of this kind of artwork that we met out in the garden, sort of infused through this older part of the building as well. You can see all the different staircases and nooks and crannies. So you imagine it would be actually quite easy to get lost in this place. You see Belfast Lough looking good on a really clear day across there today. I know there's a Stewart Suite here because that's where we'll be later. There's also a Robinson Suite. I think this is my place, and look at these chandeliers the whole way along here. Here, your man Robinson was some boy because he established things back here in 1876, right? But he named the place after his wife, who was Elizabeth Jane Culloden of Stranmillis, Belfast. What a boy. This whole place could have been the Robinson Estate and Spa. He only wanted naming rights on the suite and he gave the rest to the wife. Different times. He was Cameron, maybe a bit on the side. The vibe kind of changes when you walk from sort of that classic part of the old sort of castle part of it, and then you feel like maybe down here you're into some of the newer bits that have been added on through the rooms. You can see here there's 7 floors. The block we're in has 4 floors. There's another block has 9 floors. So it is a little bit confusing. And again, very easy to get lost, but fascinating just exploring some of the architecture, some of the little quirks of this place, and some of the incredible artwork they've got around this place as well. So we're off to the Spirit of Northern Ireland Awards at the Stewart Suite.
And spelled the same way.
And spelt the same way. This is a ceremony that acknowledges and rewards the unsung heroes of Northern Ireland. So it's quite emotional if you have emotion in you. So I'll probably be okay then. Yeah. Scrubbed up, had a shower and everything.
I've just walked out of what's that movie called? How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Pretty Woman.
Any heard of it?
No, we're the last ones in as normal.
We're always last. And I thought we were early today. We're too.
This is a beautiful little water fountain voucher.
You want to go in it?
Cool FM are here. We might meet somebody famous.
You've actually rolled the red carpet out just for me.
I know, go ahead, big girl. There you go.
Okay, so actually we're early.
So for the first time ever,
we're the first ones
we're the
in.
first ones in. Yeah, fashionably
And actually-
early.
That's so weird for us.
Yeah,
We don't ever do this.
no.
Here we are.
Yeah, this is the Stewart Suite anyway. This is where we're going to be having
It's
dinner
a massive
tonight.
room, isn't it?
It's
So
massive.
big.
There's about, just looking around, there's about 39, 40 tables in here, so it can probably seat about in the upwards
A million
of...
people into one table. You're all sitting on each other's knees.
Yeah, it looks like there's probably going to be 350, 400 people in here when it gets going. So this is the bar just before you go into the Stewart Suite, Hollywood Lounge. It's like loads of bars in here, isn't there? Like you're not going to be stuck for a drink though. Yeah, I know, but there's so many little bars and conference rooms in here.
How many years now is it that you've I know you had the wee break in the middle, but how many years?
So 25th of July will be 30 years of Mandy Dingle.
There's our Mandy
Well, raise the
Dingle.
group for that, ladies and
See, you remind me of a wee bit. You've got a wee bit of Mandy Dingle about you.
Playing Mandy Dingle every day. I'm never bored. You know, I open the scripts and it's like, oh, there she goes. She's going to be covered in bananas in a skin.
Alright, Mandy love.
You know, and I always say the writers have a few Malbecs when they write for it. So every day's a good day. I'm very lucky.
Well, it's checkout time for us here at the Culloden Estate and Spa. We really enjoyed our stay here. In fact, when you stay here, you'll know why this was the original and only 5-star hotel in Northern Ireland for so many years. And it made me think maybe standards have dropped recently when we think about some of the other ones we've stayed in that are supposedly 5-star. You just get a feeling that you're stepping into not just history, but somewhere special when you walk through these doors behind me. It's luxury, it's vintage, it gives you that real sense of stepping back into the late 1800s at every single turn, particularly in this original castle building here behind me. At every turn, there's something interesting to look at, something interesting to see on the wall and take it all in. It's clean, it's tidy, it smells good, and the staff are absolutely incredible, from the front desk right through to the people working in the bar, from the staff in the spa. It feels as if they're not just professional, but very highly trained in customer care and satisfaction. We were really just so impressed by this place, and I think the spa probably was the highlight. That amazing pool, the affinity hot tub, and just the fact that you can sit down there and chill out. I do like a bit of a dark pool myself, and if that's more your vibe, this won't be the one for you, but it is designed with letting plenty of natural daylight gush in. And at this time of year, well, in Northern Ireland, there is plenty of daylight in the summer. As I mentioned earlier, parking down here is great, convenient and free. The room for me, well, it was okay. I guess when you consider that you're inside this kind of castle part and we were in the older part of the building, it felt maybe a little bit dated, but then that sort of leans into the theme. Could it do with a bit of an update to put in some of the more sort of mod cons that you would expect in hotels nowadays. Probably it is an experience in itself just to walk through these doors and see it all and take it all in. So we really enjoyed our stay. On the downside, I just have to get to the price. It was £200 for a night. Now that was a Friday night, and given that there was also an award show you saw that we were on in there too, probably wasn't too bad when you take into consideration the price of other hotels. We've stayed in 5-star hotels recently on this channel for around the same price, maybe a little bit less, and they were right in the city centre, so you're paying for the convenience there. This is just a 10-minute trip, as I mentioned earlier, into Belfast along that main A2 Belfast to Bangor Road. And again, to be fair, it's not the issue of the hotel, it's more just the price point for hotels generally in Belfast and Northern Ireland. For me, they're just sitting a little bit higher at the moment than I think they probably deserve to be, and that's just a demand issue. So do expect to spend at least £200 for a night here. That's actually as cheap as I saw this one on for a while. It can go up to £250, £300 depending on the night of the week and the time of the year. Anyway, thank you for joining us as always. You can leave in the comments if you've stayed in the Culloden before and what you thought of it, or if you have any little secret hotel stops across Ireland that we should check out, you can let me know what those are as well. And don't forget, like, subscribe and hit that alarm bell so you never miss another video from this channel again. And from the Culloden Estate and Spa, we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.